Hello everyone, very good morning. Welcome to Testbook Supercoaching for regulatory bodies. Yes, I'm audible to all. सबको आवाज आ रही कि नहीं आ रही? एक बार बस कमेंट सेक्शन में डाल दीजिए and we will start with today's current affairs discussion. Basically इस सेशन में हम लोग MCQs डिस्कस करते हैं regarding the daily current affairs, and after that we are also going to discuss some important newspaper articles. So all those things we are going to cover in this session. So once again, very good morning to all of you. Before going to start this session, those who are yet to subscribe our channel, please एक बार चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा and सेशन को शेयर करना मत भूलिए. Plus this is the Telegram group from where you are going to get PDF after the session. So जो MCQs के PDF है as well as newspaper important articles, everything you are going to get through this particular Telegram group. Other than that, we have some master classes from by different faculties. So master classes का ये timetable. So you can see the timings, the days, the subject as well as the faculties. So ये भी थोड़ा सा एक screenshot निकाल के आप अपने पास रख दीजिएगा. Other than that, today there will be one workshop for RBI Grade B Phase 1, Phase 2. Manish sir is going to cover this workshop और शाम को 6 बजे workshop होगा, उसको भी आप attend कर सकते हो. For that you just need to register your name. So registration की link जो है वो आपको description के अंदर available हो जाएगी. Okay. So start करते हैं. We'll start with the session. Usually इस सुबह 9 बजे के सेशन में हम लोग करंट अफेयर्स के MCQs के ऊपर बात करते हैं, and we will start with that. The first MCQ is on your screen. India's net direct tax collection has increased by around how much? Around 16 lakh 90,000 crore rupees. So कितने परसेंट का इंक्रीज हुआ है इंडिया के नेट डायरेक्ट टैक्स कलेक्शन में? डायरेक्ट टैक्स, इनकम टैक्स एज वेल एज कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स की हम लोग बात करते हैं. So net direct tax collection. Yesterday we talked about that. Yesterday we discussed about this that target of government of India till this financial year as well as right now how much tax collection is there. So there is an increase. The expectation से थोड़ा सा कम increase है. So right now the net direct tax collection increased by 16%, around 16 lakh 90,000 rupees in financial year 25 so far. Still 3 months there, Feb, March and April. So let's hope not April, sorry, till the March. So Jan is going on right now. So January, February and March. So we have 3 months. Let's see in these 3 months how much amount of tax collection will be there by the government of India. Target is little bit not possible to achieve, but still government of India is trying to recover or trying to get a proper amount of money. If the revenue receipt, this is a part of revenue receipt, अगर revenue receipt सही से आता है तो fiscal deficit will be less for the government of India, and that is a major factor. So yes, answer of this question is 16%. We'll go to the next question. India's mergers and acquisition activities declined to a 4-year low in deal value in 2024 at how much billion? Merger and acquisitions, usually two companies are getting merged or some companies are taking over to the another company. So mergers and acquisitions, they're very common concepts. When it comes to India's merger and acquisition, it is right now 4-year low. And how much $billion merger and acquisitions we saw in this financial year? Now mergers and acquisition activities are basically very important for the economy because companies are getting more funds, companies are getting some restructuredness. So all those things are happening regularly. Competition Commission of India is a very important authority to handle this criteria called as a merger and acquisition. So according to recent numbers, it is a 4-year low to $80.5 billion. That is a valuation right now, basically. So activity declined 11.4% from a year ago, according to the latest data given by the LSEG Deals Intelligence. This is the name of the authority, and that authority gave this data that there is a drop of 11.4% when it comes to merger acquisitions valuation. When two companies are going to merge with each other, one company is going to acquire some another company. So of course, valuation is there. The amount of money will be transferred, and depending on that, this factor is being mentioned. The deal count has grown steadily each year from 2020 to 2024. In 2024, target of MA activity reached 71.5 billion. This was down 13.6% against the previous year. So yes, there is a drop, and there is a drop due to in 2024 we experienced one thing. that due to the global economic situation, due to the volatility, even after the US elections also recently, we still experiencing that so much investments went out of India. So FII, FPIs का crowding out बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ है. When such kind of activities are happening, so there will be impact on many other functionings like merger and acquisitions, and that we have experienced. So answer is the 80.5 billion when it comes to this question. We'll go to the next question. The government will conduct an auction to buy back 5 securities with a total face value of buyback of securities. Government of India is selling its bonds through RBI. RBI basically government of India के लिए bond sell करता है. उन bonds का buybacking होती है. Buyback basically time के पहले जब bonds को repurchase कर लेंगे will be called as a buyback. Now why government of India is going with the buyback? Because of fiscal consolidation. Now budget is going to come, and before the budget, obviously fiscal deficit numbers we need to make some changes. और financial खत्म होने से पहले fiscal deficit के numbers में कुछ अगर better करना होगा तो obviously fiscal consolidation is a very important factor. Under fiscal consolidation, what government of India is doing, जो भी liabilities है, जो भी bonds है, उन बॉन्ड्स को अगर पहले ही बायबैक कर लेंगे सो उतना ही डेफिसिट, उतना ही कंसोलिडेशन ये बेटर तरीके से हो जाएगा, एंड दैट इज अ मेजर पर्पस बिहाइंड दैट. तो सो मेनी टाइम्स आरबीआई और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया कंडक्ट सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, एंड रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया अनाउंस दैट नियर अबाउट they are going to conduct the auction to buy back 5 securities with a total face value of 30,000 crore. So 5 securities का face value 30,000 crore है, उनको buyback करने की कोशिश है. अब buyback जब करेंगे so it will be depending on the another party जिनके पास ये bonds है. If they are not interested in this, so they obviously they are not going to participate. Last time the same thing happened in the month of November. Government of India tried to buy back some securities, but that was not that successful, which was expected by RBI. Even before that also in the 2024, in the mid of the 2024, also RBI and Government of India tried to buy back few securities, but unfortunately there was not a good response with that. This purpose, the whole purpose of this is just to reduce the fiscal dependency or the fiscal deficit. That is the major focus behind this. Again, the banking system experiencing a massive liquidity shortfall. That is another important factor. The deficit was approximately to be around 2 lakh crore. That was a factor which we were talking about. So ये भी कुछ point याद रखिएगा. So 30,000 crore and total 5 securities or 5 types of securities government of India is planning to buy back. We'll go to the next question. RBI has raised the monetary ceiling of gold loans under bullet repayment scheme from 2 lakh rupees to how much for urban cooperative bank. This announcement was last year only. Last year के end date में RBI Reserve Bank of India announced this, but from this year it started implementing this bullet repayment concept. So bullet repayment scheme under which the banks can receive the loan amount in like the पूरा का पूरा लोन जो है वो बायबैक या सॉरी पूरा लोन का रीपेमेंट वो एक साथ हो जाता है. सो गोल्ड लोन के रीपेमेंट के लिए the earlier limit was 2 lakh. Now the limit is being increased to 4 lakh. 4 lakh increase कर दिया. Bullet repayment is a very simple concept. Suppose I took the loan and I am repaying the loan in one shot only or without creating any installments. I am repaying the complete loan in one shot. That will be called as a bullet repayment, also called as a balloon repayment. That is another word we normally use. This concept is only useful right now for urban cooperative bank. Whatever the limit they have extended only for the urban cooperative bank, and that is only in the case of the gold loan mentioned by the Reserve Bank of India. India joined which committee of experts on big data and the data science for official statistics? This was a recent announcement. The headquarters of this committee of experts on big data and data science for official statistics is in Germany. Germany में इसका headquarter है. यहाँ से authority काम करती है. This authority is created by none other than United Nations in 2016. So India officially joined this group which is created under the United Nations and which headquarter is in Germany. So remember the name, United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data, Data Science for Official Statistics, and we officially decided to join this group. Near about 35 countries are the members right now, and this particular authority is very much responsible to handle the globalized, standardized data collection, data statistics, and all those concepts. So Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation will represent India in this particular authority. In 2016, it was created. India joined, we saw the answer of this United Nations. India's retail inflation rate dropped to what percent? So we talked about this yesterday, that NSO, Ministry of Statistics Program Implementation, gave the data for the month of December regarding the CPI, Consumer Price Index. So what is the what CPI numbers are suggesting right now? So numbers CPI combined के 5.22% है. So 4-month low पे हम लोग आ चुके हैं. Especially the prices of vegetable, pulses, sugar also in control. The only prices of fuel is increasing, but the rest of the commodities are very much in control, and that's why we are having a good news that inflation being reduced to 5.22%. We are expecting this will go less than 5% in coming months, in coming few days also. So अगर ऐसा होता है तो रेपो रेट कम करने के लिए काफी हेल्प मिलेगी नेक्स्ट मंथ जो आरबीआई की मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी आना है. Now in October, inflation reached 6.21%, marking 14 months high level, okay, due to especially food inflation. In December, housing inflation rate compared to the previous year was 2.71, decrease from the November. So everything or the every data is showing a very good sign. So Monetary Policy Committee must be very happy with this particular data. Now India's retail inflation. So answer is E. Next question. Who inaugurated Entrepreneurship Development Conclave in Pune, Maharashtra on 13th of Jan? There was one conclave organized by Animal Husbandry, Fishery and Dairy Ministry. This conclave was in Pune, and the purpose of this conclave was Entrepreneurship Development Conclave. So to boost business, to boost entrepreneurship, especially focusing on especially focusing on the animal husbandry, especially focusing on the livestock, and that was a major purpose behind this conclave. We also gave some awards to different states for their achievement in animal husbandry, infrastructure development, as well as livestock mission. उन दोनों के अंदर we gave the awards to different states, as well as some banks like Canara Bank, SBI, HDFC. They're the topmost bank while providing loans for the animal husbandry purposes. So these banks also got the awards from Government of India. So answer of this question is Raju Ranjan Singh sir. He's the minister, and under his ministry this program being organized by Government of India. We have one mission called as the National Livestock Mission. इसका second phase है, उसके operational guidelines were also released by Government of India in the same conclave. So remember one thing, Canara Bank, SBI Bank and HDFC Bank, these three banks, they got the best performing banks award under this National Livestock Mission, as well as providing loans to the different animal husbandry businesses. So answer is B. Next. Consider following statement about the Him Kavach. Him Kavach is a multi-layer clothing system that is designed for temperature ranges from plus 20 degrees Celsius to minus 60 degrees Celsius. Extreme cold weather clothing system was being used by Indian Army before Him Kavach. So this is the new concept they have launched regarding the especially a multi-layer clothing system. DRDO basically developed this concept. DRDO ने इसके ऊपर research development किया and they created this concept. Answer of this question is of course both the statements are absolutely right over here. So Him Kavach is the new concept, multi-layer clothing system जो यहाँ पे use होगी especially for the military operations. Before Him Kavach, extreme cold weather clothing system, that system we used to create, बस उसी system में हमने कुछ changes किए. This ECWCS was a 3-layered outfit. ये 3-layered outfit था. Now we are having the multi-layer outfit, and which can be used even commercially in future days. So that is a major focus over here. So questions यहाँ पे definitely आएंगे. So answer of this question is both the statements are absolutely right. C is the answer. Indian Meteorological Department completed how many years on 15th of Jan 2025? That is a question for you. Yes, guys. So what can be the answer of this question? Yes, 150 years. Obviously, they completed 150 years recently. In 1875, British government in India created this Indian Meteorological Department. So Henry Francis Blandford was the one of the first meteorological reporter, and we make many changes in this authority over the period of time. Mrutyunjay Mahapatra sir is right now the head of this authority. While handling this, or while talking in this function, Prime Minister of India also launched two things. One is called Project Mosum or Mission Mosum for better weather reporting. So for the next 2 years, this mission is going to be implemented. And another document, a vision document focusing on 2047, was also launched by the Indian Meteorological Department. And Prime Minister of India was the chief guest for this function. Remember that factor. Next, India's total renewable energy capacity reached to how much gigawatt? By 2030, we want to achieve 500 gigawatt renewable energy capacity, and we are on very proper path. Before 2030, we are going to achieve this 500 gigawatt target, no doubt about that. So right now, we crossed 200 gigawatt capacity. So right now is a 20944 gigawatt is a renewable energy capacity. So government of India reached up to this particular number. So by 2030, our major focus is 500 gigawatt. The way we are doing our business, or the way the growth or the progress is there throughout the India, we definitely going to achieve this target by 2028 or 2029. The probability is like that. So total installed capacity is 209. There is a 15.84% increase if we'll talk about the last year. So last year से अगर compare करेंगे तो growth बहुत अच्छी है. The numbers are till the December 2024. Obviously, we compared with the December 2023. So growth is very, very good when it comes to renewable energy. The highest growth is in the solar energy sector. वहां पे सबसे ज्यादा growth है Government of India के angle में. Mount Ibu volcano erupted and swept hot lava. It is located in which country? Volcano eruption is very frequent these days. So now another volcano which was in a dormant situation again erupted. So this volcano is from which of the following country? So very common and very like kind of a frequent questions. Whenever the volcanoes are getting erupted, they do ask questions in the exam. So this volcano is again from the Indonesia. Okay, Mount Ibu volcano erupted. Okay, so ये थोड़ा factor यहाँ पे याद रखिएगा. Lava and smoke for 4 kilometers. So Halmahera Island is the name of the place, and on that island this volcano is there, and which again become the active recently. So it can be the question for the exam. Next question. Madhya Pradesh government launched Swami Vivekananda Yuva Shakti Mission. Which of the following statement is correct about this particular mission? So Madhya Pradesh government recently launched Swami Vivekananda Yuva Shakti Mission. Madhya Pradesh government, who is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh? If any one of you knows about the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, please let me know in the comment section. The main goal of this is achieving 100% pass rate for the students of 10th and 12th board for the exams by 2030. The first point is absolutely right. The first point is absolute right. He administered the oath to youth to become skilled and the self-reliant. Okay, as well as there is a motto of Atma Deepo Bhava is a motto behind this particular focus or the particular scheme. Swami Vivekananda Yuva Shakti Mission outlined 3 key goals. 1, encourage the youth participation in the social initiative for the society, ensure that every youth completes education up to class 12, and to ensure income level of every youth meets or exceed the rate of minimum skill category workers. So 3 things under this particular mission. The major factor is this कि by 2030 10 or 12 standard के board के results 100% आने चाहिए. That is a major focus, but it also consists of other component. The one component is regarding the youth participation in the initiative. Then next is about the every youth completes the education up to class 12, and next is about the income level of every youth meets or exceed the rate of minimum skill category. So yes, answer of this question is C. दोनों के दोनों pointers यहाँ पे सही है, ये भी factor याद रखिएगा. Yes, Mohan Yadav sir is the Chief Minister of the state of Madhya Pradesh. We'll go to the next question. Mission Mosum, which I was talking about, it aims to make India a weather ready and climate smart nation. PM Modi launched Mission Mosum on the occasion of 150th Foundation Day of Indian Meteorological Department. 2000 crore budget allocation is given by Government of India for this project for 2 years. So ये project 2 साल के लिए काम करेगा. 2000 crore kept aside by the Government of India, and the major purpose behind this mission is that accurate and real-time weather reporting, and there should be some smart technology will be used for the better weather reporting in India. That is a major focus behind this. It was announced by Government of India in the month of September, October, around that cabinet announced about this project mission, or project Mosum or Mission Mosum. Okay, Mission Mosum is actual name of this particular mission. So this mission will be for 2 years, which was mentioned in the cabinet meeting. Now officially this mission is being launched by Government of India. So answer is C. Which has shipped a nuclear reactor vessel for the Kudankulam nuclear power plant. Kudankulam nuclear power plant is India's one of the biggest nuclear power plant. This nuclear power plant right now having 2 operational reactors, and these 2 operational reactors we got from Russia. Other operational reactors are in a installation phase, like 3rd and 4th is on the installation phase. 5th will be we are going to start its installation very soon. The 6th reactor is now coming to India, and that reactor will be from the Russia. So 6 reactors we are going to work on right now. So out of which 2 reactors are already operational. The 3rd and 4th are in the installation phase. 5th, we are going to start the installation very soon, and 6th is right now coming to India. So Russia is providing this. So Russia's Rosatom has shipped the 320-ton reactor vessel for the 6th 1000 megawatt atomic power plant, और जो कुडनकुलम तमिलनाडु के अंदर है. 2013 the first reactor became operational in 2013. In 16 second reactor become operational, and very soon 3rd and 4th will be operational, mentioned by the Government of India recently. So answer is Russia. Which has become the 34th state to implement Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana was established in 2018. 2018 में इस योजना का शुरुआत किया गया था. Under this scheme, basically, the 5 lakh rupees health insurance we are providing to every socio-economic backward family or BPL families according to socio-economic caste census 2011. Again, those who are above 70 years, above 70 years, they are going to get this Jan Arogya Yojana health insurance irrespective of their economic status. That was also announced by Government of India recently. But the implementation of this policy is depending on the state government. So almost all the state governments were ready to implement this policy. Only 3 states were not ready. One was Odisha, another Delhi, and West Bengal. Now out of these 3, Odisha decided to implement this scheme. Now Odisha officially is going to implement Jan Arogya Yojana. So only 2 states, Delhi and West Bengal, they just left behind. Otherwise all the states are ready to implement Jan Arogya Yojana. So answer of this question is Odisha. Okay, so these were few questions regarding the current affairs for the revision purposes. Now we'll see just 2 or 3 important news from the newspaper which we are going to cover in today's session. The first news about the labor codes may align with the state rules by March. Now labor code in 2019 and 2020, Indian Parliament created these 4 labor codes. Code on wages in 2019, code on industrial relations, code on occupation, safety, health and working conditions, and code on social security. So these 4 codes or these 4 laws passed by Indian Parliament, some of them were passed in 2019 and some of them were in 2020. So 1920 we created these 4 labor laws in our country. The purpose of this labor law is of course we should have the uniformity when it comes to the labor condition in our country. There should be a proper labor condition so that चाहे कोई भी सेक्टर है, कोई भी इंडस्ट्री हो, there should be a minimum wages, there should be a proper safety for the industrial laborers or even the service sector laborers in our country. That was a major focus. Now, implementation of these labor laws are always depending on the state government, because when it comes to Indian Constitution, states are having power for the implementation of the labor laws. Few states, they already created labor laws as per the new labor code. like the state of Assam, state of Kerala, state of Maharashtra, state of Gujarat, Karnataka, they already created labor laws focusing on the labor codes given by the Indian Parliament in 19 and 20. Few states, especially the northern states, were not that comfortable while creating the labor laws as per the new labor codes created by Government of India. But with the help of Labor and Employment Ministry, even the northern states created their policies, and those policies will be implemented from the month of March. Nagaland is yet to submit their proper framework, but West Bengal is the only state of our country they decided not to follow these labor codes. So West Bengal from the beginning was very clear that they are not going to follow the new labor code given by the parliament, but rest of the other states were ready. Only few states were remaining to create the framework, and they finally presented their framework, except Nagaland. Nagaland is again going to present their framework very soon. So if all the states are going to present their frameworks and they're ready to implement, so from the month of March, officially all over India, we are going to experience the labor code or the rules related to the labor code. Of course, few states made some changes in their labor code. For example, if we'll talk about the 12 hours work day, okay, because central government mentioned 12 hours work day, like the state of Assam, Kerala, they decided not to extend up to 12 hours. They are saying 10.30 hours will be the वर्किंग डे, 12 आवर्स की बात नहीं की है. द स्टेट लाइक महाराष्ट्र स्टेट की दोनों वेरिएंट्स रहेंगे, एक कम टाइम फ्रेम वाला और एक 12 आवर्स वाला भी वेरिएंट रहेगा. देन इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशंस की बात करें, सो देयर आर सम रिक्वायरमेंट. अगर इफ यू वांट अ प्रॉपर ऑफिशियल सेटअप, सो मिनिमम 300 प्लस वर्कर्स होने चाहिए. सो बट आसाम, बिहार एंड अदर स्टेट्स आर सेइंग कि वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू इंपोज सच काइंड ऑफ रेस्ट्रिक्शंस. अगर नहीं होगा 300 प्लस वर्कफोर्स, फिर भी बेसिक एमिनिटीज प्रोवाइड की जाएगी, बेसिक सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा. देन ऑक्यूपेशनल सेफ्टी, दिस बार्स दोज कन्विक्टेड in past 2 years from an offense liable over 3 months jail for contracting. Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh and Telangana limit the criminal cases. Whereas social security, central rule mandate minimum 15,000 for funerals. Gujarat, Kerala and few others lack such provisions. So some states are providing proper benefits, proper safety nets. Some states are not giving the proper safety nets. So of course, Government of India is focusing on ki till March that everyone is going to align with the new labor code and they will modify their laws, they will modify their rules and regulations. So we are waiting for the few states to comply these rules, whereas West Bengal is saying no. Of course, according to Indian Constitution, West Bengal is having complete power. कोई भी स्टेट के पास पावर होता है, वो अपने हिसाब से अपने स्टेट के लेबर कोड्स को रीडिफाइन कर सकता है, तो ये भी एक फैक्टर रहेगा. रिमेंबर, these were the 4 labor codes I was talking about. Now next, WPI inflation, wholesale price inflation data is here given by the Commerce Ministry and it is now 2.37%. So it is little bit increased. If you compare to the last month, थोड़ा बहुत increase हुआ है. And the increase is mostly due to the surge in the prices of fuel. Fuel prices globally surge हुए and that's why WPI के number थोड़े से increase हुए हैं. So if we'll talk about the WPI number, earlier it was 1.89% in the month of November. Now it become the 2.37. Again, WPI only includes commodities. Commodities, for example, primary articles, then manufacturing goods and fuel and power. Goods and service, both the things will be included into CPI, not in the WPI. 4% plus minus 2%, that range is only for CPI, not for the WPI, and WPI numbers given by the Ministry of Commerce every month. So we have these numbers. Again, when it comes to WPI calculations, the majority weightage is given to the manufactured products. You can see the weightage 64.23% weightage given to the manufactured products. Fuel and power weightage is 13.15%. When it comes to the primary articles, weightage is 22.62%. So weightage is divided accordingly for this kind of criteria. If you talk about monthly trend, you can see the increase. Fuel and power 1.90% का increase है, whereas there is a decline when it comes to primary articles as well as food. यहाँ पे decline है. Fuel and power अगर increase होता है तो automatic manufacturing के अंदर भी हमें over the period increase देखने को मिलेगा. Very common sense. Indian economy is very much depending on this energy sources, or every country's economy is depending on the energy sources. If the costing or the valuation of energy sources is going to get increased, automatically there will be a kind of a negative impact on the other sectors also. So that's why if fuel and power is increasing over the period of time, other things are also going to face that inflationary scenario. That is a kind of a point for the common sense. So that's the present situation of Indian economy as per the WPI. This is a news in making. Finance Ministry is thinking that banks to are that they're basically trying to ask banks to implement geotagging for all business correspondents. Now, business correspondents are basically the bank mitra and the bank sakhi. We usually call them bank mitra and bank sakhi. These business correspondents are kind of an agent for the bank in those areas जहाँ पे बैंकों की branches नहीं है. Where the banks don't have their brick and mortar branches, there this bank mitra, bank sakhi or the business correspondent can work or can handle the business on behalf of the bank. Like in insurance sector, we have this insurance agent, or recently we talked about the Bima Sakhi by the LIC. Same concept is there. Now, Government of India is asking banks to geotag their business correspondent. Exactly किस एरिया को किस तरीके से कवर किया जा रहा है, किस एरिया में business correspondent available है नहीं है, in that way. For example, while booking the cab, we can get the information cabs कितनी available है आपके एरिया में, कितने ऑटोज available है. Even when we order something from the quick commerce, we can get the information कि आपका जो delivery boy है वो कहां तक पहुंचा है, किस तरीके से कितने टाइम में आ रहा है. Same way, there should be a geotagging so that the customer, so that the people should get the proper understanding, a real time understanding that business correspondent कहां पे है, आप तक reach कर सकते हैं, कितने टाइम पे reach करेंगे, कब तक का आपका प्रॉब्लम रिजॉल्व हो जाएगा. टू गेट दैट इंफॉर्मेशन प्रॉपरली, एज वेल एज देयर शुड बी अ ट्रांसपेरेंसी विद दिस बिजनेस ऑल्सो. दैट्स व्हाई फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री इज प्लानिंग, इज कंसिडरिंग टू आस्क बैंक्स फॉर द जियो टैगिंग ऑफ दीज बिजनेस करस्पॉन्डेंट. Of course, it will be implemented firstly for the public sector banks, because the government of India is asking, so implementation should be from the public sector banks. But it will again depending on RBI. If RBI will make it compulsory, then all the banks are going to give this geotagging concept for the business correspondent. So very good, actually very good initiative by the of अगर हम इसे implement करते तो ये बहुत अच्छा initiative रहेगा, especially for the better management of Indian financial inclusion. So that's all guys from my side for the day. I'll stop here. So we discussed few MCQs, near about 20 MCQs we saw from the current affairs part, and few important news for the exam point of view. That's all. So every day 9 a.m. We are discussing MCQs. Our major focus will be on the basic current affairs and the MCQs related to that. That will be our major focus, because PIB and the finance sector will be covered by our other faculties. So to make it strong, especially for the phase 1, especially for the GA, these sessions will be there. On every Saturday, we are conducting the speed test, and speed test will have different types of MCQs. Some MCQs from the banking awareness, some MCQs from the current affairs. So Monday to Friday, current affairs related questions or the news, and on Saturday, speed test will be there. That's all guys. And the notes you are going to get on this particular Telegram channel, तो इसे follow करना मत भूलिएगा. That's all. Bye bye. Take care.